welcome back to part 2 acrylic application, and this one is mainly about filing and shaping and the design. So I'm just finishing up on the acrylic application on the last 2 nails, and then we'll move on over to the filing. Okay, now we're filing and shaping, getting that crisp look again with the nail. I was trying to figure out where my camera looked best, and I fiddle with it a little bit here and there, so don't mind that. I have the Luxa 180 file. It's not my number 1 file, but I do, it does the job. I do love young nails filing files. They are amazing, but I decided I needed to use these up, so we're just using these up first, and then I will use my favorite ones. So the crispness and checking the length of all of them, making sure they're even, and matching up with the other side of the hand. Those things are so necessary so you don't have wonky nails or uneven nails. I usually file side to side and get it crisp on the sides, and the free edge. And usually I have my e-file take care of around the cuticle and on the top. Sometimes when I'm feeling like I need to refine, I will do a hand file on the top of the nail, but not always. So I do it different kinds of ways, whatever I feel like at the time. I'm tapping the acrylic to see if it's actually cured. That's what you don't want, is uncured acrylic, and then you start filing and your whole masterpiece that you just made is ruined. So you always got to check that. It will have a high clicking noise when you tap it. These are a coffin shape, and we make sure that the ends are even with each other, each finger, right down to that coffin. She likes hers very narrow, so we're doing as narrow as possible without it looking too narrow, if you know what I mean. So she just doesn't want it wide looking at all. Okay, now we're going in with the e-file with this cross bit but flathead bit. It is probably my favorite to do acrylics with, getting way back in that cuticle area, making it nice and flush to the natural nail so everything looks great. And it just smooths out so nicely across the nail all the way down the nail. So I go side to side down the nail usually. And then this time I didn't buff the nails, so you'll notice that, but I actually put on a matte top coat after I'm done filing, and it made it smooth so I could do the design and application really well on that. So I didn't really need to do any buffing at this point. I think this bit actually took care of a lot of it for me, so I was not feeling like I needed to buff too much. Now I'm checking to see if all the nails match, pinky to pinky, ring nail to ring nail, middle finger to middle finger, pointer finger to pointer finger, and thumb to thumb, and making sure everything is in alignment, everything looks matching. Have to shorten sometimes. You have to go all out here, so don't be lazy with your shaping. Okay, after I'm done shaping, I had her go wash her hands and to get all of the acrylic off her skin, and I went to go wash my hands so I could get off the acrylic off my skin. So we don't want to develop allergies. We want to have safety precautions. We want to be on top of all of that. I want to have long-term clients, and I don't want to have short-term clients. And so we're going to wash our hands after these acrylic applications, because I know the brush touches her skin quite a bit during this. It's kind of impossible not to. And here she is. She came back, and we are ready to do the art. And so exciting, because this is like always my favorite part, and I'm sure theirs too, And we're gonna be doing, we had quite a few different pinks we were gonna choose from, but we have, I think it was called Luxio Lustful for the pink, and we had Whiteout for the white. I think it's Luxa Whiteout. And we are, we were gonna do more pastel looking. Right now I am putting on a matte top coat. This is just so I don't have to buff and I can put on the design with ease. Otherwise it's slippery to get on gel polish. So you want to have some sort of, it kind of just gives it a grip to the brush when I'm applying it. So, and then we're gonna do florals on top and just kind of switch watch on the look of the pink and the white. Okay, we're starting out with the white French. I go way up the nail and do like a V and then a cross T, and that kind of connects the dots so you can make a nice French, and it makes it so much easier than any other way that I've tried, and it makes it all matching on each individual nail and with each other. So it's super nice to have a good system when you're doing Frenches. pink French application. Same way, go way up the nail and across the T, and then you kind of just connect the dots and make it rounded. And then it forms this nice French. I can't explain it, but you can see it. Super nice. This gel is a bit runnier, so I had to put her in the light so it wouldn't run all over and mess up the design I just made. So I am curing possibly 1 to 2 nails in between each application. So don't be afraid if there's a bump on there. You can easily file it and then reapply the white gel. There's always ways to fix things in case there's something bumpy in the road. So there was a little bump on her pinky and I had to file it down and fix it. And then you just wipe off the dust and then you reapply and all is good again. And I had to reapply white anyways, so I just went in and did that for the next step. personally like doing French tips, but I know a lot of nail techs who don't. And so we, they either don't offer it or, I used to be intimidated by it, but I decided to work on it and it made it easier, and I love them. I think they're great. Should nail techs charge $1 million for them? Sure. They are hard to do. It doesn't come at so easy for people, and so it is kind of like a skill you have to develop over time, and that's with most things with nails. So not all nail techs offer it. Here we go. On the floral application, I'm going to be doing 2 pink flowers on each nail on the white French, and then 2 white flowers on the pink nails. And then they're going to both have the centers be yellow, and so very pastel. It's gonna be so cute. I can't wait. And really, who made these dotting tools? Because they were genius with making them for nails. This makes floral so much better, and oh my gosh, it's saved my life so many times. So how you want to do these type of flowers is you have 5 dots and you want to just go in a circular motion when you're putting those 5 dots, and you're putting them quite close but not touching so they don't come together. Some of them do come together, and that's okay. We can put that white dot in the middle, or the yellow dot in the middle, and it still looks like a flower. It's not a big deal. But that purpose is not having it touch so much together, because it will just kind of be a big mess. And that's basically how you do those florals. I mean, you kind of swirl it in a swirly motion, but nothing too big, just tiny little swirls. And then you make them as big as you want, as tiny as you want, as big as you want. So it is a nice way to do a floral. At this moment, as I'm putting on the top coat, I realized that I didn't have the little yellow dots in the flowers. So I ended up putting the yellow dots in the florals and then top coating it again. So yeah, just wasted that top coat, but whatever. At least I realized that I was messing up the design and not getting what the client wanted, and I would just die if they went home and without dots in their florals. Here we go, yellow dots. This makes it complete. Isn't that so cute? Oh, I just love them. Here I am refining the last bits of the nails and just making it crisp again, because every time you put a gel on there, it's just gonna wonky the gel or the tip, and so you have to always fix those and the sides and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun to make. I hope you subscribe and you like and you follow along so you can get all the fun tips and just enjoy the journey, the nail journey that got going here. And if you haven't watched the part 1 of the application of the acrylic, that would be good to watch. If you're not familiar with acrylics and you really want to get to know acrylics really well and become a professional, absolutely just watch as many videos as you possibly can. It will help you and answer your questions and answer questions that you probably don't even realize you have. Anything helps as you're keep watching them and seeing how people do it. It's just amazing how far you would come. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time in the next video. Bye-bye.